and all those newfangled slang that the kids are saying nowadays and all that. How y'all doing? Hope everything's well with all of y'all. I was gonna do another slang word, but I don't know many. All right. I'm cooling today. Hope everybody is having a great Saturday. All right. I remember one Saturday when I was young. I had a Nintendo 64, and it kept going out in the back of the TV, right? So somehow I figured, the RF switch, for those of you old school gamers, you know what the RF switch is. I thought maybe it was something wrong with the RF switch or shorting the cable. Somehow I thought it was a shorting the cable. Somehow I figured out to open up the RF switch, go inside the black box, and open it up to the little green panel with all the little digits in there and everything. And somehow I took a butter knife and maneuvered it on the back of, or well, on the RF switch on the circuit board or whatever, and I got my Nintendo 64 to working for that Saturday. And I thought that was just, awesome. I felt like I was unstoppable. That was a moment in my life I've never forgotten. And it happened on a Saturday. I don't know why I oddly remembered it happened on a Saturday, or maybe because it just popped in my head on it. And it was, I think it was a Saturday. I mean, it was early when I was doing it. So I would assume, me being young, it's early, it has to be a Saturday, because, if you stay home for any reason when you was young, you couldn't really, well, I mean, if you stayed home sick, you could play the game if you wasn't sick, and it was like your mom's fault, but any other reason you stay home, you couldn't do nothing. It was like punishment. It's crazy, man. But those days are over. I hope everybody's having a great day. I'm enjoying these newfangled stats that is going on, man. Okay. I hit another milestone. I woke up to another milestone, which was hellified dope. I just surpassed 50K plays on iTunes overall on the channel. So that's a clap it up moment, and I'm clapping and patting myself on the back with that. Also, with the celebration of On Fire going viral, all right, I got this lovely On Fire shirt that I had made myself. Look at these graphics. You like them, don't they? It's hot. I also have the tank, aka the wife beater, for those that want to be in the gym with it, because I make great gym music, and might want to work out and be like, yeah, I'm on fire, and one of them girls might say, oh, I ain't never seen no tank top like that. Ooh, dang, where you get that from? Be like, man, just mess with me. Then you get in the car, you play On Fire, and the next thing you know, now you're getting slurped up while you're on the way back to the house. The point I'm trying to make is, we got On Fire shirts at HyBrid803.com. Make sure you go check those out. Scroll on down till you see merch, and you can get you one. Okay, it's very swanky. All right, we got it in black and charcoal black. All right, these are two different blacks. Apparently, there's different blacks. I didn't think there were.
I told you.
You be quiet. I didn't think that there were multiple blacks, because black is black and black is beautiful. But apparently, there's a whole plethora of blacks out there in the world, because somebody decided that they needed to have a color and they were narcissistic. So they say, hey, I'm just going to increase slightly some gray inside of this black and call it another black, like night sky black and neutral black and very black. What the hell is very black? How you gonna say very black? What is that even? And then I forgot, what's the black that absorbs light? It's another black. The black is so black it absorbs light. Kind of remind me of this dude I knew in the hood back in the day. But anyway, it's so black it absorbs light. I wonder if they got a black that's so black it's blue, and they call it African black.
I'm about to say blue black and purple black is the blackest.
So blue black. So there's a blue black.
Yeah, purple and purple black.
So
Yeah,
there's literally a color.
blue black.
So there's literally a color named blue black, and nobody saw nothing wrong with that. Nobody saw no racism in that, because you don't have to tell me what blue black is. I automatically can see it, and I also see the hut and I also see the dirt, and I also see the flies, and I also see the bald-headed little kid, and he begging for 5 cents a day. All right, it's wrong. Okay, blue black. I can't believe they even had a blue black. Ain't that crazy, y'all? Blue black. Somebody out there called blue black. You know every hood got a blue black, ain't it? I'm pretty sure y'all had multiple blue blacks.
Everybody got a midnight black.
A midnight black.
12 o'clock? You ain't heard of 12 o'clock black?
I heard a 12 o'clock black, but we wasn't calling nobody. Well, no, I've heard people call 12 o'clock. I heard people call blue black. I heard people call black, black, super black. Yeah, I think that's, and of course, just I said black already, right? Just black. Yeah. And of course, the legendary Sonny Black. All right. He was a top tier rapper around here in South Carolina. You know. Also, he was signed to Jermaine Dupri for a hot split minute. All right. You gotta do your research on that right there. Uh-huh. Hold on, let me get a little bit of water. It done got hot, man. It's hot outside. We riding around. We passed by the little fair thing. You know, they got the fair going on. You know how they have half of a fair in the parking lot. I don't know if they do that in y'all town, but they have like half of a fair in the parking lot. So around here, me and Shannon riding around, and we see these women with their kids just booty out all at the goddamn fair. You understand what I'm saying? And that kind of tripped me out because, you know, them be the main ones that be out there with their kids and be claiming they ain't looking for no man and they don't need a man, but they out there with their booty cheeks out, right in front of the kids, you know. And the kids just be all behind them, just waiting to go into the little fair and ride the rides. It's like they don't. It's like that's another thing too. Like, do the kids not care or nothing? Because we done all, you know, ghetto black kids. We done all been around, you know, our mama, most of us, where she done had her clothes, you know, legs out or something like that. And you know, as kids, we don't look at that or nothing to be bothered by it, but it be other people looking at it. I wonder why we never think of to check our moms on that or nothing. We be like, hey, yo, what the heck is going on? But then we know if we did, we probably get slapped. Be like, hey, mom, why you going out the house like that? And she be like, I'm grown. And like, yeah, it's cool, you grown, but just respect people and stuff. Then, you know, you walk around, got your booty on things. You know, I understand. You want people to look at you and be like, oh my goodness, oh she's so sexy, but you know, I be thinking, you know, oddly. I be like, you know, her booty out. So obviously, when she sit down, you know, the drawers got to go up some up in it. You understand what I'm saying? So that means that booty and that thing just been sitting on just raw booty and yawning on public, you know, seats. Couches, wherever she's sitting at, you know, getting on the bench, public benches and all this here. But they walking around and say, oh, booty out. But it's just like, you know, it's got to be dirty at this point. Especially if they're riding the bus. You know, got the coochie cutters on and they on the bus. And, you know, them bus seats, they never clean them. Them bus seats ain't never clean. You know what I'm saying? So now they got the booty on the bus, on the dusty bus seat, just riding around. That's crazy. All right, you know, and it's traumatizing because, like, you know, when you're young, you know, the mom. Oh, what's up, Kenneth Smith? You tripping? You know, when you're young, you might have your homeboy over, whatever, for, you know, just chilling out, and your mom like, all right, let's go to the fair. You like, all right, yo, let's go, hey, bro, let's go. We can get on the rides, and now you got to go out there, and your mom out there half naked, and now you and your homeboy out there, and now you know your homeboy see it, and it's like, you know. Do you get on your homeboy for looking, or how does that go? You understand what I'm saying? Like, I know you know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird because she put it out there, and it's like, I guess he's not supposed to be looking or something, but it's like, how can they not, you know? And then they be bending all over in front of, oh, sweetie, you dropped your fries or something. Oh, then they bending all over, picking up stuff. You understand? You can imagine him just dropping stuff on purpose. Like, oh, Miss Johnson, oh, I dropped my tissue. Pick it up, please. Help me. Oh, my goodness. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But it's weird that they do that. And kids don't check them on it. One time I seen them walking in the grocery store. They was walking around. and they had their kid behind them, right? Booty just out, just walking around, you know what I'm saying? And she stopped the go, I guess, the looking in the orange juice aisle, the looking the thing. So she stopped the open the thing, and he just walking. He was looking at the ice cream and just ran head smacking to the booty, bow. And he came back and he was holding his head, starting to cry because he realized that his face and went, you know, pretty much in his mama booty, and you know he was sitting there about to cry and everything, and I was just like, don't cry, you should have told her before y'all left out the house that wasn't right. You understand what I'm saying? That, yeah, it was crazy. You should have told her, you should have said, hey, before we leave out of here, this ain't it, ma. But they don't say nothing like that. They just, you know, let their mama do what they do because they just strong women, you know, trying to make it, I guess. You know how it is. One time we was in a hair store. This is no lie, this is all real. You can ask Shanny. One time we was in the hair store. I'm with Shanny, right? We in the hair store, you know, Shanny shopping, doing her thing. And some chick literally walks in there, right, with a bra on. Like no shirt, just a bra, not even like a swim like suit type bra. It was just like a regular bra that they have under the shirt, and she was just walking around the store with it on, just looking at products and stuff. Passed by Shannon, she was like, "What's good?" Shannon was like, "This is crazy," and she just walked right by Shannon, went and just started picking up stuff, looking at it. We thought that was crazy, and I'm like, you know, it's okay for women to want to look sexy and stuff, but at what point do we be like, "Hey, look, this is crazy. Like it's too much. You're showing too dang much." Like goodness, you know what I'm saying? I mean, don't get me wrong. I like, you know what I'm saying. I'm a guy, you know. I like a pretty painted picture, but goodness, like, you know, all around. As soon as they walk past, don't look at me. It's like I'm not looking at you because I want to. I'm looking at you because you're naked walking in public. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe these are my thoughts. I don't know if these are your thoughts. You know. I'm just keeping it 1,000. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, what? But anywho, hope y'all having a great Saturday. Our Saturday is going down great. Around here, it was crazy. A dude I used to know back in the day, he done got locked up for shooting somebody at the S bar. Can I say all this stuff on YouTube? Is this bad? Would I get banned? I don't know. But you know, that was crazy. He got locked up because they was jumping him. Then he get up, and I guess, you know, he defended himself with that thing, and he hit one of them bound, and now he locked up. That's crazy, man. I always thought he was a good dude, though. That's crazy, man. You know. I hope he gets his freedom over that. But I saw the video. Wow, police was right there in front of him. They was all on him, swinging on him and everything. And you know, he got him off of him and got up. And as soon as he got up, the police was walking over there, I guess, to assist the situation. And dude just jumped out, bow. And I was like, whoa, and just murked him right there on the spot. Crazy, man. Crazy stuff going on in the hood. But it is what it is. I'm just talking to y'all, you know. Hood news. You ain't got to be from here to know what it is. Just hood news. You know, I know y'all go through it. Y'all neighborhoods. You know, clubs go crazy and all this here. What tripped me out though, it was a line dancing event, and I'm like, how we getting buck at the line dancing? Like, at what point, you know, are we fighting when they doing line dancing? You understand what I'm saying? Like, I thought that supposed to be. You ain't even supposed to be around them. You know, you're supposed to just be by yourself in your circle, and you kind of going and boom, and you don't hit nobody, and then, you know, like, that's crazy, man. Huh? How? It's line dancing. If you stepped on somebody's shoes, it'd be like boom, 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 and you know, you can correct them or something. I don't know, man. It's just wild. It's just wild. But that's the world. You know, it's the world. The world's crazy. But anywho. You know, it is what it is. While we here, we're going to take hits from the bone. And I'm going to give y'all my opinion on the Carter, the VI one. That one, the IV. So many of them. I'm gonna give y'all my opinion on it after we do this here. So everybody go ahead and get your smokes ready. All right, cause we gonna talk about this Lil Wayne album. You understand what I'm saying? Let's talk about it. Hold up. This segment is brought to you by marijuana. That's right, marijuana. Get you high and get you by. That's marijuana, found at every local corner store or every local drugstore. Willie Bear was good, man. Two places I ain't never going back to. We on fire, baby. I thought the Lil Wayne album was dope. I noticed there's a lot of flack going on, especially about the Peanuts to the Elephant track, where they use the sound of the elephant and all this, and a lot of people just missed the whole elephant things, references in the bar, I guess, because they wanted to get on them about the beat. I also looked on Twitter. They said that the beat was also an old school Nolia beat from back in the day from New Orleans. So, which Nolia, I guess, I just said it twice. Anyway, the point I'm making is that was, I guess it was a tribute type situation. I got on it, flipped it and all that. But I've seen so many comments saying that it was whack and all this. That's the track they're going with. Then they're saying he repeats lines sometimes and all this here. I've been seeing them. They just been digging and dogging and digging and dogging. And the one thing I have learned being an artist is they gonna love you, they gonna hate you, they gonna love you, they gonna hate you. It's just it's like wrestling. This whole entertainment game is like wrestling. One day Triple H is the good guy. Next day he's the bad guy. Next day he's the good guy. Sometimes some people may like him more when he's a bad guy. Some people may like him more when he's a good guy. But it goes through cycles, okay? All right. As far as the album itself, I've always said I thought the first Carter was the dopest one. I used to get money to that album back in the day. Me and my cuz. I just always thought it was dope the way it was put together. The walk in, the walk out, all that, the whole, all that, everything, the songs, all that. I just thought the first Carter was it. A lot of people say Carter 2, ain't it? They say Carter 2 is the best, right? Like a lot of people say Carter 2 is the best. I believe the first Carter is the best. I don't, whatever. That's just me. But everybody has their favorites. I like what Jay Z said. If you want the old Jay Z, buy my old CD. You know what I'm saying? So I stay jamming the old school Wayne and all that. Now with this new album, I would like to say that the Carter, is it the Carter 6? All jokes aside, I think it's the Carter 6, right? Yeah. So I would like to say that the Carter 6 to me is like a shady XVX or the XVI album. I don't know if you guys checked out that shady album with the hockey mask on it and the V on it or whatever and the 2 chainsaws on it. If you guys ain't checked that out, check that out. Dope album, but it's not the type of album that you jam to like in the club. It's for me as an artist, it's the type of album I jam to get me to get me in mode to write some nasty stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna listen to a little bit of that. I'm gonna listen to some old school Dipset. You know what I'm saying? Joel Santana. Lyrical, some Jay Z. Things like that. And I felt like a lot of that was along the lines of that. It wasn't like what you call it, like Griselda and all them. It wasn't to be partied to. It was, I'm rapping and check this out. And it's some stuff you ain't gonna catch right now. You gonna have to go back and catch it later. And he's spitting. That's what I took from it. I understand everybody got their opinion. Everybody can not like it. They can do what they want to do. That's cool. But as an artist, that's what I took from it. You have to understand that there's different types and different styles of rap. You know what I'm saying? So you have to know that and you have to appreciate that. Okay. But it's crazy to me how they just jump down, this man's throat. And then there's another thing too. They be like, oh, Lil Wayne, he's outdated, he's this, that, and the third, he's running out and all this other stuff. But as soon as somebody else come out with, another a rap style that's crazy and it's simple and it don't make no sense and the beat is crazy and it's stupid, they say, oh, he young, and that's how the young people do it. We can't say nothing about that. You understand what I'm saying? It's like when the OGs do their thing, it's like everybody believe their opinion matters. But when the new people do their thing, it's, oh, we can't say nothing about that. That's the young people, and that's what that is. And they dub that as hip hop, which is another thing that ticks me off. Just because it's hot and black people like it, don't mean it's hip hop. I don't know why that is, a thing. Like, on our channels, like I know everybody has a hot channel in a radio station in their city, like a hot 103.1, hot 103.2. It's always a hot 10 something. You understand what I'm saying? Hot 19. You know what I'm saying? They got all kind of joints and hot 90s. Yeah, hot 90 something, hot 10 something, and or power or something. And they always say they play what's hot. And now back in the day, what we thought, we was brainwashed. We was thinking that they was playing the hottest songs, like the hottest hip hop songs and all this. But what they do, because like a country radio station will play the hottest country songs, and a pop station the hottest pop, so on and so forth. But for black people in the hood, no, we just play what's hot. It don't matter. It could be if opera became popping tomorrow in the hood and it went viral and everybody started liking it and it was an opera joint that was going on, I guarantee you it's going to be on the hot stations. I guarantee you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, coming up, that was my Dougie. All right, now we got this new joint from Sir Primo and Lachlein, all the way from Germany. Turn that stuff up on your speakers right now, and if you got the free money station, go ahead and call it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's just crazy. Okay? We need to get rid of the hot stations. All right? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, play that. We need to make a definitive station for hip hop. It need to be hip hop. Then I hate it like it's hip hop and R&B. No, nigga, give me hip hop. Why R&B can't have their own station? And then hip hop had a station. You understand what I'm saying? What's good? We got Bay L up in the building. What's going on, man? Hope everything is well with you. I'm up in here cooling with y'all, smoking and toking and joking while I'm cooling, But yeah, man, just because black people like it, don't make it hip hop. All right, I get tired of that. That's crazy, man. We need to really define that. Ashley Lee, fetch me a water, my dear. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. You got that fire. Hey, look. That's what it is, man. Baby girl said she got that fire. I got some fire, too. Never mind, Ashley. Your mother has beaten you to the punch. Ooh. There, I'm trying to get that burp out. I got that fire. We ain't here going off, man. We going off, man. She on them runts, on them strawberry runts. Strawberry. That's what it is. I'm back on that cherry limeade. That's what we had around the Wizzy, and that's what I got to Dizzy. Yeah, Vizzy, Mizzy. And while we doing this here, while Bay L is in the building, let's go ahead and get our smoke on, get our toke on. Holmes. Let's go ahead and do that thing. Bay L, we got 50,000 plays on iTunes, all across iTunes. So that's dope. They sent me the email this morning. They sent the email this morning. YouTube the realest, man, because you can't do this on other platforms. You go on TikTok, you got to be sober. Okay? Sober. Well, man, I've been seeing you blowing up. That what it is, fam. We good. Bay L said what's happening.
Hey, Bay L.
Shannon said, hey, Bay L. Also, it was recently just Shannon's birthday. She said, your music, I'm honored, baby. That's what it is. I'm so honored y'all seeing it. It was just recently Shanny's birthday too. We got messed up. I was trying to go live earlier, but god dang it, we had to recover. Cause it's crazy, like, just to keep it 1,000, we going through some crazy stuff. Y'all know I keep it 1,000 over here. This my YouTube, this home, this the house. We talk. You know what I'm saying? Big up yourself, brother. Hey, what's good, brother? It's just a big up, big homie. Are you from Jamaica, the islands? If you're from Jamaica, guess what? She said happy birthday to you. We had ranked number 171 in the Jamaican hip hop list on iTunes. Now we did this in 03, like a year and a half ago. We did it a year and a half, but we didn't know because we didn't mess with the iTunes joint that our account, whatever. But ever since we started taking off and we started seeing a whole lot of emails from there, we done started going back in there, and yeah, it's dope. Plus, I don't have iTunes. I just be, I be YouTubing it up and Spotifying it up. You know what I'm saying? That's what I be doing. Follow me on Spotify too, y'all. I'm at 808 people followers. So I'm trying to get the 1K on there. We already got 12K listeners. We done passed the 10K listeners. That was my goal on the listeners. I want to get 1K followers on Spotify. Please make sure y'all go through there. And please make sure y'all follow. And also hit the follow on Shanny Rocks. Please hit that follow on Shanny Rocks and Spotify and HyBrid803 Spotify, because we got music steady coming. It's steady coming. It's steady coming. All right, y'all, just to let y'all know. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Jam sound way mean better than the Carter 6. You off the chain. Hey, I appreciate you to the utmost, man. I thought the Carter 6, like I said, I think the Carter 6 is a different feel. People have their opinions. I just think it's a different feel. I respect it for the artistry of it. I respect the fact, I like the Peanuts to an Elephant track. I know a lot of people like that's the craziest one. I thought that track was pretty straight. I thought it was, plus my beats are simple too. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh, dang, this is inspiration. And then all of a sudden everybody hating. I like, well, all this. Why y'all hating on it? It's not like I made the beat though, but I'm just saying, what the heat come from? Also, Bill, we got these here going, these On Fire shirts, at HyBrid803.com. They out now. Yeah. Yeah. They out now, baby. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and get your one, but yeah, man, we cooling. And I hope everybody's having a great time where they at and all that. You know what I'm saying? We cooling, man. Just cooling. You said I'd rather buy Andrew 3000 violin album. You was off the chain. You was off the chain. I thought it was straight. He was off the chain though. But hey. This is my thing too. It's one thing for people to love it. It's one thing for people to hate it. It's a whole nother thing for people to not say nothing about it. So I feel like, also too, that we're talking about it says something as well. You know what I'm saying? I will soon waiting for that check. That what it is? That what it is. Just let we always keep something going. Heck yeah, man. Ain't nothing but love, y'all. But check this out. About to head on over to the TikTok real quick when I get on off of here. You know what I'm saying? Wanted to come through here and see what's good with y'all, man. Chop it up real quick. Hope everything is well. Shouts out to the brain sick, as always. Ladies saying to us the same. Thank them for everything they've done and all that. And shouts out to all of y'all, AE gang. Shouts out to all the homies, man. It's all love. I appreciate y'all to the utmost. We got TJ Balla in the building. Okay, I ain't want to say Bella. TJ Balla in the building. What's good with you, homie? Hope everything is well with you. Hope everything is well with you. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the likes. Music and hit like on your mix. That's what it is. I appreciate it. In the 843. All right, that's what's happening. That's what's up. South Carolina in the building. What part in the 843? Which town? What town you got in the 843? You know what I'm saying? Peace, Hybrid. I don't miss with Tika, with the Tika the Taka. You was off the chain. Yeah, TikTok is strict though. Their rules is strict. Okay, all right. Chucktown in the building. I'm in the Met. That's what it is, man. Chucktown in the building. I had an Uber ride just from the Chuck recently too. He was talking about how he's making money. They got good money in the Chuck when they do on the Uber and all that. I also want to get down there and try some more seafood. They got some good seafood down there in Chuck. Shouts out to Charleston. Shouts out to Get You One Awards and all them. You know, back in the day. Molly Mall and all them boys. What is it? Oh man, the Mirror Dance song.
Dancing in the mirror.
Yeah, Dancing in the Mirror. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Doughty, Beaufort, SC County is here. Hey, Beaufort wild too now. hmm I fuck with Beaufort. They cool. I rock with Beaufort. Shouts out to Beaufort. Got me sound like Donald Trump. Shouts out to Beaufort. I mess with Beaufort. I love it. Shouts out. They're great people. They're great people. Yeah, you go hard, bro. Like, hey, man, I'm honored, brother. Appreciate you. JF said hi. What's good, JF? Y'all ain't got no goddamn pictures on your thing. Y'all just letters. Is that the new thing? They're like, look, listen, how we got multiple accounts. Okay. Pictures is for personals, not for everywhere. You know? That's what it is, though, man. I'm honored y'all coming through rocking with me, man. I really appreciate y'all to the utmost, man. We be on fire. You know, I'm sizzling. You know, I'm gonna lock in with your Facebook and send a message. All right, that's dope. Also, Instagram works for me too. Hey, big fan of effing Doughboy. Hey, man, appreciate it. I'm honored, Doughboy. I'm honored. Real talk. Bro, just keep pushing your music. All you need is that #1 banger and you out of here. Hey, man, appreciate you. It's just I'm honored, brother. Real talk. I am so honored. I appreciate y'all showing love to the utmost, man. Real talk, man. That is dope. You be just a liar, you know. You know it. We got Pete Louie in the building. What's good, man? On fire. Hope everything is well with y'all, man. We up in here smoking, man. We on fire right now. We own that fire. Yeah, man. Yo, and let me tell y'all something now. So, bars, bro. Man, I appreciate the honor. Let me tell you now. So, I'm on Instagram, right? Somebody hits me up. They commented. They was like, yo, just added this song to SoundCloud. And I was like, yo, I'm not on SoundCloud. And I was like, I'm not on SoundCloud. So I Googled it, right? And popped up. Some people had my joint on their SoundCloud page. I'm talking about I had my picture up there with my face on it. It was crazy. You know? So, you know, dude had it up there for like 20 days. He had like 5K plays on it. I was heated. Because, you know, no disrespect to nobody who use SoundCloud, but I don't like SoundCloud. I don't like how they do their back end, and I just personally don't rock with SoundCloud. I have a choice to choose not to put my music in certain places, and I don't want it on SoundCloud because of I just don't rock with the way SoundCloud do music. You understand what I'm saying? To each his own. And that's why I purposely kept it off there. I got a couple of songs on there, but I got some of the songs like the ones I have on YouTube. Like if I did over someone's instrumental or something like that. But anyway, I seen it. It was messed up, man. So I had to handle that. So I got it. I got it down. You got to stay on top of that, big dog. These big platforms monetize your music because they know, hey man, it's crazy, and that's something I had to watch out for too. So all my artist friends, like once you get something going, always watch around and Google yourself from time to time to check and see if anybody else is taking your stuff or whatever like that. Because let me tell you, people out here is freaking ruthless. You know what I'm saying? Dude had like 5K plays, like 27 comments. It was wild, bro. You know what I'm saying? So then the funny part about this whole joint, after I had handled the situation, they flagged him or whatever. So now he inboxes me. Real talk, inboxes me. I'm sitting there freestyling, practicing. He inboxes me talking about what he say? Yo, could you upload on fire for our listeners? We really love it. I was like, mug, I ain't trying to cuss too much on him. I was like, yo, tell them to if they love, if you really support me and you want to show love to me, go to where I upload it. Don't just take it. That's crazy, brother. You understand what I'm saying? I handle all my business on the back end with everything what I do. I handle all my business up front. That's what I love music. I love music. But I am not one of those artists that love music and don't want to talk about the business side. As a matter of fact, I get excited to talk about the business side. Let me know how we finna do this. We splitting? Is it a payment up front? What's going on? And how it's going on? Let's, handle, I like the business side. I love the music side more than the business side, but I like the business side. I ain't one of them crazy dudes, excuse me. I ain't one of them artists that don't worry about the business side. Okay? I worry about my business side. And I don't be using and stealing nobody else's stuff for, nothing. I'm not one of them artists. If you see anything, if you hear a beat that I use, I'm using it. I'm able to use it. If you hear anything that I'm doing, I'm able to do it. All right? So this new song I got coming out, I took some samples from Stone Cold Steve Austin. The point I'm trying to make is don't be taking my stuff. All right? Just keep it 100. All right? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, just on some real, no, all jokes aside, I handle my business. Make sure you handle your business. All right? And any artist, make sure you handle your business. If you don't handle your business, you are a fool. Okay? Just being 1,000, whatever. Don't let these people trick you. And don't let nobody tell you that you ain't supposed to be handling business. Because that's also too, like a lot of local rappers be going through it and they think they supposed to be paying somebody to hear them perform and to see them. And you ain't got to pay nobody for nothing. Pay people that you respect their opinion, and pay people that, if you're going to do it on that level, like, if you're going to just want to perform for somebody, will pay for somebody that you would like to, that you respect their opinion and all this here. What is it? LeChat. I respect her opinion. You understand what I'm saying? So back in the day, me and Shani, we had paid to be on her what's it called?
That way of chat.
The That Way or Chat Way joint. You know what I'm saying? And that's because we didn't pay. Really, we paid because we wanted her to hear it. We wanted LeChat to hear us, and we wanted to open, that door for a relationship and everything. And then ever since then, we've been talking, communicating, and all that back and forth, and all that good stuff. And that's another thing too. If you want to have a relationship with somebody, I'm giving you game. If you want to have a relationship with somebody, payment is a good, pay their price first. That would be a good way. You understand what I'm saying? To establish a relationship with somebody instead of trying to talk them out of things. I'm just
Free, pay for it.
yeah. If you want something free, pay for it first. Right? There you go. Anyway, that was the lesson for today. I hope I've educated some people. You understand what I'm saying? But if you've been following me, you already know how I move and how things do, and y'all know what time it is. We out here getting, we doing our thing, man. You know what I'm saying? We going hard. Appreciate everybody rocking with me. Appreciate everybody showing love. I thank you for all the hundreds and the loves and the likes, and all this just got me on here going on tangents. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, cooling, man. Anywho, appreciate y'all so much for showing love. On Fire is going crazy. It's just dope, man. And yeah, man, I think this is it's gonna be getting nothing but better after this. It's gonna be nothing but better. We're gonna make sure though, cause we stay working. We stay working over here. I ain't played my game in 5 days. I know I ain't played that motherfucker about 4 or 5 days. I know it. I'm trying to get it in, but I can't. Cause what's up, J Mac? I appreciate it. I'm trying to get it in, but I can't. Cause when I get off here, I'm probably gonna have to freestyle a little bit, but then I'm thinking I got this song I'm working on, so I got to finish that. But then even when I get off here, I got to go mob over there to TikTok real quick, like, and see what they got going. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. It's just, man. I appreciate y'all so much. I'm honored. I'm honored, man. And I stay going. That's why y'all see me. Sometimes my face be swole up. All this here don't matter. I don't care. I don't be looking like. I be looking like sometimes, but I be up on here doing what I do. Y'all see me dropping them reels daily, doing what I do, man. And I just stay doing it, brother. You know, this is. I want it, brother. Virginia Beach in the building. I was looking at that. I was looking at Virginia too earlier, because I'm trying to figure out where I want to move at. You know, and I'm looking at different places, and I was like, yo, Virginia looks nice, and I think they legal up there. What's up?
No.
Oh yeah, go ahead and close it. And I think they legal up there. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't mind going up there, especially because they're legal, and Pharrell from up there. You know, and it'll be dope. You know, but can't wait to venture out and all that. I'm looking at North Carolina there and Texas. You know, but we're gonna figure it out when we figure it out what we figure it out. But either way it go, we already in those areas via the music. Okay, so yeah, going hard with this thing, man. Doing what we do, and I am so honored y'all are watching. Real talk. You will never see Pharrell in VA. He lives in Miami. That's what it is. Well, shoot, that's what it is. Well, god dang it, we can go up there and cool out. I'm pretty sure. What you think? Will I see? Will I see Pusha T? Will I see any of the clips there? I would like to see the clips. That I would also, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, that's what it is, bro. You know, I hope I get to work with them one day. That'll be so dope to work with Pharrell and Clips and Pusha and all them. You know what I'm saying? We gonna do it though. We gonna do it because we pressing hard. This is life. You know, I'm talking about 24/7, man. You know what I mean? When you want something, you go 24. You go at it, and you go, and you don't let nobody tell you not. You know, don't let nobody tell you not to believe in yourself. Because really, that's what they be doing. Don't that be crazy when you be like, "Hey, I'm finna go do something I've been dreaming about," and you know, and you be thinking to yourself, you know, I mean, obviously, when you say something like that, you believe in yourself because that statement alone, you know, saying, "Hey, I want to go follow my dream," you're believing right there within that statement. It implies, I believe that I am going to be able to make it off of my God-given talents, and then somebody will come by, like somebody who you look up to that you done told your dream to, or somebody, and you know, or whatever that you close to, you know, that you cool with. You be like, yo, this what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna follow my dream. And they be like, no, you shouldn't follow your dream. You should be stable. And they literally tell you right then and there. That also implies how you've implied that I can make it, and I'm gonna make it, and I believe that I'm gonna make it. They've implied, don't believe in yourself, because believing in yourself is wrong. And it took me so long to understand that. You know what I'm saying? When I was young, it took me a minute. Don't get me wrong, I never stopped. I kept going and going hard and doing what I was doing. But it would mess with you. You know what I'm saying? Your people's telling you, you know, you need to not be doing, you know, this rap stuff, music stuff, whatever. You need to focus and and you come at them because, you know, sometimes, you know, if you're a rapper, you understand, or if you're a musician, you understand. Sometimes it be down, and you go to them like, "Hey, yo, messed up, man. You know what I'm sizzling? What's good?" And they be like, you better make a way and make it happen, rapper man." And you like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Let it on. Man, I'm honored, bro. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. You know, I'm talking about you be going. You don't just go to your peoples for little stuff. You go to them for life changing things, and they be like, "Hey, you better get it." Wasn't you rapping with Blind Fury and them? Huh? You ain't got no shows. You better clock in. Real talk, man. We're doing this 20 plus, baby. 20 plus out here in the streets. I'm talking about really the Trump era, getting it out there, you know, post up, rain, sleet, snow, doing this. That's why, you know, man, I appreciate you so much too. I said that official. Man, that's why I be posting so much online because, you know, I came from posting up all day. Been doing this since '04. That's what it is, brother. That's what it is. That's what it is. I started in '03, but I got serious in '04. That's what it is. So we've been doing it about the same amount of time, brother. About the same amount of time, brother. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. when it came up there, posted. I'm talking about posted up at the stove for hours, bro. What you know about it? Wake up in the morning, smoke you a J, smoke you a blunt. You know what I'm saying? Then you go out there, yeah, selling them CDs. Smoke you a blunt. Then you go out there and you post up all day long. Matter of fact, I still got my DVDs. I still got some DVD because I had did this like up until about like what? About 5 years ago is when I like kind of stopped doing it. But like dog, like yo. I'm just gonna get. I just stuck my hand in there randomly, right? Check this out. I just stuck my hand in there randomly. You know, we got a pursuit of happiness. You know what I'm saying? We got player one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, I do this. I post up all day long. You know what I'm saying? We used to do this back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. I got Hellboy, and all of them work good, show good too. I got Black Panther. I still have never seen Black Panther to this day, and I got like a lot of copies of them. I got Black Panther. What is this? I got Tiger album. You know what I'm saying? More Tiger. I got who is this? I got Styles P up in here. You know what I'm saying, man? What you know about it? Oh yeah, you got to know what you're doing. You gotta know what you want. You gotta know what you want in life. Who this is? Big Crit. Shouts out to Big Crit, bro. He a legend. Just like in Insta, I'm seeing. So that's what it is, brother. Send it to Maze Runner. You know what I'm saying? Snowden. I don't even know what the heck this is. Shane, we got movies we need to check out. Shoot. Mo Black Panther. And I'm professional with mine. You know what I'm saying? Boom. We even had our own internet radio station and all that, bro. Like, we ain't play with this. Brother. You know what I'm saying? This, who's this? Starlito, isn't it? Yeah, this Starlito album right here. And of course I had a buttload of my albums. You know what I'm saying? Out there getting it. I started off only selling my joints. Got interviews on YouTube still. That's what it is. Love your music videos. Never going back to jail, bro. Never going back, Craig. We ain't never going back. You know what I'm saying? You want 15 for it, but you ask for 20 and talk them down to 12. Still come up. Hey, yo, I remember them joints back in the day. Like, dude, you be hurting. Like how I used to do it. I wake up, right? So I smoke. Let's say I wake up at like 10:30. I smoke, and then after I smoked the blunt. Now I go post up down there at the hot spot. That's what we had over there on Fair Road, hot spot. And anyway, check it. So now I'm posted up. I ain't ate or nothing now. I got to get some food now. So like from I say like 11 o'clock to about 1 o'clock, you got people coming in there. So I'm trying to get it. And, sometimes you got those people, they ain't trying to come up off nothing. So you like, yo, I do the $3 or whatever. But by that time, even on a bad day, you're gonna have at least about $10. At least I'm talking about, and that's on a bad day. That's if nobody giving you paying you no attention and all that. But if you on your hustle, you know what I'm saying. So you get like $10, like about 12:30, 1 o'clock. You go. It was a Chinese restaurant, like right, down the street. You know what I'm saying. So I would walk like right. You could see it like right there from the hot spot. So I walk right down to the Chinese restaurant, right, and it'd be a trip because the Chinese ladies in there, they'd be messing with me. You know what I'm saying? They was always cool with me, but it was one old lady that was cool with me, and she treated me like a nephew. And there was one younger lady, she was older than me, but she was younger than the older lady, and she must have been a gold digging something, back in her day. So I come up in there and normally I just get like chicken wings, shrimp fried rice. So if I come in there and just get like an egg roll or something like that, I'd be like, yo, let me get an egg roll. She'd be like, oh, you don't have no money today, huh? Oh. And I'd be looking at it like, man, just give me my goddamn egg roll. You understand what I'm saying? And she'll trip me out. But then if I come there and I order big, like let's say like around 1 o'clock, I come there, I order big now. I get like, let me get some shrimp fried rice, chicken wings. I done had a good morning now. I done came up like $20, $30. Let me get the chicken wings, the Chinese donuts, the yada yada. Let me get the sweet tea too. Then she said, oh, Oh, you got money today. Okay. Oh, you want donut too. Okay. I like, man, you better get. I know you was a hoe back in China. I knew you was a hoe. You had to been. Okay, sitting up here counting my goddamn pockets. All right. Then she was coming in wearing them tight dresses all the time. Hey, she probably was giving happy endings back there too. I probably ain't paid enough. Real talk. You know what I mean? Then it was a what you say, Herman? As long as you push and got faith. That's right. That's right. I'm from Dallas. Said I used to be on Forest Lane with Mo3 Prep. Rest in peace. Doing hand to hands legally and getting respect from the members and having guts to be out there as a rapper. Hey, that's what it is. Shouts out Official Elevation in Texas. That's what it is. Man, that Chinese recognize the stuff. Hey, she was. Hey, she was wild, man.
Craig said he loved your music and music videos.
Man, I appreciate you so much, Craig. Thank you so much, brother. Real talk, man. I'm honored, brother. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you about the older lady. The older lady was cool with me, cause I come over there sometimes now. She would always be there, like, you know, like around like 3, like from 3 to close. You know what I'm saying? So I would get there like around 5. This when I go get some food before I go in the house, right? So I'll go over there, and and she'd be like, "HyBrid." Like, she used to always call me HyBrid. I don't know why, but she'd be like, "HyBrid, go across the street." And she used to always play like, she was an old Chinese lady, but she reminded me of an old black auntie. You know what I'm saying? Because she would always scream my name, and she would always tell me to run across the street and go get her some scratch offs. And she would play them scratch offs too. I'm talking about she'd be putting down like 20, 30, $40, and she used to trust me. Like, she, you know, I'll never forget the first day I did it. Like, I was over there eating, I was waiting on my food. And she was like, "HyBrid, can you do me a favor?" And I was like, "What?" And she was like, "Run across there, give me 19, you know, whatever, 10, 15, 2. I said, "Okay." So I ran across there, got it for her, came back, and then it's just been a relationship ever since. And then, you know, she was like my Chinese auntie, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I go over there, and she'd be sneaking me like extra wings and stuff like that. Give me a tea. She'd give me extra tea sometime. And then she used to like, you know, like if I ordered the food, she'll hurry up and put the tea in there, and then like she'll tie it up real fast and just give it to me. I don't know how they used to tie it up too. I'm talking about they ain't had no kind of styrofoam, nothing holding it. They just tie it up and give it to you, bing, and you hold that joint like this here and walking with the loop. It was crazy, man. People these days don't know the stories of people who truly believed in you and helped you. Hey, man, man, they used to show so much love. Real talk, man. They used to show so much love at that Chinese restaurant, China Dragon, years ago. They watched me come up, man. They watched me grow up. Them and the ladies down there at Subway, they used to always show love, man. I remember them days. I'd be like, before the $5 foot long, y'all. Like, I'm telling y'all my struggle story. But y'all, before the $5 foot long, when we was hurting back in the day in Subway, I used to swear up and down when they came out with it. They came out with it because of me. Because before the $5 foot long, I remember one time I used to go down there. There wasn't no deals on joints. The cheapest joint you could get was like the cold cut. You know what I'm saying? So like we go down there and like I was down bad. This back with my old girlfriend I had, my ex, a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? I rapped about meeting her. What's that song? The one I did with the Eminem beat. But anyway, I'm legit steppers keeping dudes off my back while I sold my CDs in the roughest area. Oh, yo, it's crazy. It's crazy. Do you remember 29-cent Tuesdays and Mickey D? You talking about them cheeseburgers? Them 29-cent cheeseburgers? Oh yeah. Yeah, what y'all got me lost? I lost my place. What was that, baby?
Subway.
Yeah, Subway. So So right before that, you can only get the cold cut joint. The cold cut. Yeah, I remember the cheeseburger. The 29-cent cheeseburgers used to be the joint. You get that dollar tea. Did they have a special on the tea, or the tea was still $1? But yeah, you threw it back. You threw me off with that one. You threw it back with the cheeseburgers. You remember the 29-cent, 30-cent cheeseburgers? Back when McDonald's had that back in the day. You remember that? Man, that one used to come in the clutch, boy. You go up there with about $5. But anyway, yeah, so I used to go down there, Subway, right? Yeah, get you a sweet tea. Nah, the tea was regular price. It wasn't $1. Yeah, I remember that. Right. Might have been 39 cents. Probably. I think the tea was like $1 or something. Anyway, y'all, check it. So I go down the Subway, right? You know, now this before the $5 footlongs and all that, right? So I had to get I had got a cold cut or whatever. But before I asked for it, I walked in there. I said, "Yo, I ain't got nothing." I tell you, yo, I'm hungry. I ain't got no food. I just paid rent, which I really did. I had just paid like rent that day. I was toe up. Like, you know what I'm saying? This back when I was, this back in the day when I had my first house and everything. I was toe down. So I'm down there and I'm like, yo, I done paid rent and everything. And it took now before I even go down there, yo, what's going on? Good Goog, what's happening with you? Hi from Poland. Much love, dog. Fan of your music and freestyle. Enjoy listening to your stories. Well, that's what it is, brother. Appreciate you so much. Appreciate you so much. So I go, first off, before I even go down there, I'm like, I'm broke up. I just paid my rent for that day, and I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna come up with no food. So I was trying to sell CDs all day. I'm talking about I had came up with like, I think I came up with something to eat for earlier that day, but at the end of the day, I only had like $5. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, dang, where I'm gonna get some food from, right? So I walked down to the Subway, and I go up there, and I was like, yo, aunt, because I used to call the lady back there, I used to call her auntie, the lady who used to work the Subway, and all the Subway ladies, they seen me grow up in the hood and everything, right? Right, word. So I go down there, I was like, yo, auntie, I ain't got nothing but $5. What can I get for $5? Because I'm messed up. And she said, "What you say? You ain't got no $5?" Like, yeah, I got no $5. She said, "All right, what you want?" So I said, let me get a cold cut and all that. I said, let me get a cold cut and just let me get a cold cut. No lettuce, no tomato. Even though that don't really add on to the price. I was trying to be so humble. I was like, I don't want no lettuce, no tomato, no nothing. I just want the bread and the meat and the cheese. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was asking for too much with the cheese. I was like, let me get the bread, meat, cheese, and then I'm gonna make it work at the end of the night. You know what I'm saying? So I got the she was like, oh no, just tell me what you want. So I got the bread, meat, cheese, lettuce, tomato, all that. Do it, boom, boom, boom. She dressed it up, boom, 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 boom. So she dressed that up, boom. So my old ex-girlfriend at the time, she was with me. She was like, what she want? And I said, oh, we gonna split that. She said, what she want? I said, oh, okay. So she, now she asked for something. She was like, let me get the roasted chicken breast. And I was like, heifer, why in the hell you gonna ask for the roasted chicken breast? You need to just get the bare minimum right now. You understand what I'm saying? Like, just get you a cold cut. She'll get the cold cut. She don't want no. But she was like, okay, I got you. And then she had put the roasted chicken breast in there. I was like, ain't this something? You can give me half of that as soon as we get it. That's what I was thinking. You know what I'm saying? But they cooked it up, heated it up, whoop whoop. So then now mind y'all, they about to close too. This is it's like 8 o'clock, like 8 o'clock. They close at like 9 something, like 9:30, 10 or something. So it's like 8 o'clock. So I go down, I say, so I'm thinking they just gonna give me the sub and whatever and be what it is. So she was like, what kind of cookies you want? And I was like, oh Lord. So they just gave us like the last little bit of the chocolate chip cookies, and some other cookies, some strawberry joints, the strawberry cheesecake joints, and 2 big cups for the tea. And I gave her $5, and she gave me 2 big cups for the tea. And I went and I filled that joint up, and I did that. We did that when we needed to do. We ain't wear it out now, you know what I'm saying? But we did that when we needed to do that for like a good little minute, like about a year. About a year we was doing that, and they held it down. Like they held it down. Yeah, the blessings. Yeah, she did that. I'm proud of you, bro. You still real survivors. Hey, man, real talk, man. And we held it down, brother. Like, you know what I'm saying? And they held us down, especially those days when when the light bill was crazy. Because the house I had was an old house. So like, the heat and gas would just be leaking. It wouldn't hold heat. It didn't have no insulation in there. It's like it was built in the 1930s. The rent was like cheap. The rent was like what? Like $350. You understand what I'm saying? It's crazy. Crazy how we even had it. It's crazy. Crazy rough times back then. But they ain't had no insulation in there, nothing. It was just it was just rough, bro. But we made it happen, bro. Right there on Marshall Street. If you want to see that house, it's on the front of on Marshall Street, that album. You know what I'm saying? 2 things I ain't never going back to. Hey, that's jail or broke. That's real talk. That's real talk. I remember them days. But yeah, them days when, but the heat wouldn't hold in there. The air wouldn't hold in there. If it was cold outside, it'd be extra cold in the house. If it was hot outside, it'd be extra hot in the house. I never understood that. Like, Like it be cold outside, but when you get in the house, it just be freezing. You know what I'm saying? And it was crazy, brother. It was crazy. If you look down on my you gotta scroll down my YouTube on my vlogs and everything. You'll see us in there. You know what I'm saying? Being cold, going through it. You'll see us in there. You know what I'm sizzling? So that's crazy. That's crazy how that was happening. You see my breath in the back. I'll be in the back room seeing my breath. Man, I remember sitting in them cells thinking about my wrongs of being outside, focused on doing right these days. Hey man, now that cell, I gotta let y'all. I gotta tell y'all stories about that one too. You know, I never ever. I do not like that. Now the first time I got locked up, I thought it was cool, and I went back and told my homeboys like, "Hey yo, I just got fucked up," but it was just like a little weekend thing. But when I got jammed up, you know what I'm saying? I had to be down there for a little bit. It was crazy. Just know, jail ain't nothing, man. Well, but before I even get into that, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna say that for till next time. Talk about those stories down at the county and how the COs be treating you like nothing, and how the food ain't nothing, and how they wake you up 4 o'clock for breakfast and all this here to give you BS. Yeah, breakfast at 4. It was like at 4:30 down there in Albanese Glen. Albanese Glen is messed up too right now too. They got all kind of shouts out to everybody down there. They going through it. I think they're gonna rebuild. They looking at the mall on 2 Notch too, talking about they gonna put that as they think about making a new jail out there or something. It's gonna be crazy to have that in town. Anyway, I'm talking like y'all right here with me. But anyway, I ain't never had bad time in jail. I was always rapping and making money. I ain't gonna lie, I could not rap when I was locked down, but I could not rap. Real talk. And it was like one dude in there. He was in there just lying. He was just like, yeah, I know collard greens, I know Lil Rue, I know these people, all these big wigs down here in the South Carolina scene. And I was just sitting here like, this dude, you know what I'm saying? Just sitting there. I remember that. A little skinny dude, man. And I could fight. So yeah, hey, that's real. That's real, man. But let me go ahead and get on the TikTok, man. It's all love, man. I appreciate y'all to the utmost. Like I was at the show and calling out other stories. That's what it is. I just couldn't rap when I was in jail. It was people in there spitting. The messed up part when you be in there, I love the music. Hey man, I appreciate you so much, Brazy. The messed up part when you be in there and people know you and they want you to rap, and you just your mind just not there. But like, yo, I'm gonna meet from the studio or something. You be like, yo, I'm worried about what the judge gonna say right now, homie. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to. This right here, I ain't with it right now. You know what I'm saying, man? I'm hoping the best for you too, brother. And then I had learned too in prison they be having them jail songs. Like rappers will come in there and they'll be like, they'll have a hot rap song. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't write it, but they'll act like they wrote it. You know what I'm saying? And then like you come in there thinking that these dudes got talent, and then sometimes it just be some songs that was floating around. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one thing used to trip me out in there. There'd be a lot of people pretending, but there'd be a lot of real talent in there too. But there'd be some people pretending too. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna send you some of my tracks in case you want to collab. I do collaborations. Hit me up. We can go about it and talk about the business and all that. So let me know when you ready to lock in and all that good. Hit me on my inbox at HyBrid803 on IG. Okay. Yeah, but man, it's nothing but love, man. Y'all got me up in here reminiscing, brother. I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all got me wanting to talk some. Man, we had a nigga that was rapping Kid Cudi verses. You off the chain. That's what I'm saying. Dudes be in there. Hey, some of them be fronting now. Real talk. Some of them be fronting. Some of them got talent, but some of them be fronting, bro. Like that's why I be like, hey, you got to freestyle. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear no songs you wrote until you done free. You got to prove to me you can rap. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, Juan Ramirez. I'm honored, brother. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? You see the real ones beating on their chest for real, and thought he was fired. Yeah, and we thought He said we thought he was fired till you get out and you're like, oh man, I know I heard this from somewhere. Yeah, bro. People be wilding out, man. But yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. Let me get up out of here, man. Ain't nothing but love. I'm about to mosey on over to TikTok for a little bit. I thank y'all so much. Shout out to all the homies. Shout out to everybody who came through, man. We got more music coming. Make sure you follow me on Spotify. We're on our way to 1K followers on Spotify. I'm trying to get that, man. So help me get that if you ain't already following on Spotify. I appreciate everybody coming through showing love. Everybody listening to the music. I wish the best for all y'all. I wish the best for all y'all and all y'all endeavors. Whatever y'all got going on, I hope you prosper in it and everything like that. And handle your business, man. Handle your business proper, like, and make sure nobody don't mess up your business. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just a part of this game. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, ain't nothing but love, y'all. And as always, until next of the times that we come across each other, you can get this shirt at HyBrid803.com on this YouTube, a platform. You can get this hat right here at HyBrid803.com. What?